Get ready. 2023 is already set to be an amazing year for new additions to theme parks across the globe. Big Bear Mountain is Dollywood's newest coaster that we've been eagerly keeping our eye on. This is Dollywood's current project with a $25 million investment made by the park to bring this new coaster to its guests. They've chosen Vekoma to manufacture this new attraction, who have been really changing their public perception in recent years. With the likes of Fly at Phantasialand, Abyssus at Energylandia and Cosmic Rewind at Epcot, people no longer shudder at the thought of an SLC when Vekoma's name is mentioned. But before we give you all the details on why you should be excited for this new coaster, go ahead and press the like button on this video and consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already. But anyway, let's talk all about Big Bear Mountain. Get ready. What is Big Bear Mountain? Big Bear Mountain is a family multi-launch coaster in the family section of Dollywood, Wildwood Grove. This land opened in 2019, offering rides for the whole family. It debuted with 11 attractions, with Big Bear Mountain now being the 12th in this impressive new land. As mentioned, this is a family coaster, so it won't offer the biggest thrills in the park. But despite this, it will offer some more intense features than your average family mine train coaster. This includes a total of 3 launches with a top speed of 48 miles per hour. The forces and transitions are said to be maintained within a family zone, making it a coaster for everyone. And this is also reflected in the ride's low minimum height requirement at 39 inches. Don't let this fool you though, this is a surprisingly big coaster that will definitely be intimidating to many. It just won't be at the level of the park's other coasters like Lightning Rod or Wild Eagle. As the name would suggest, Big Bear Mountain is located at the back of Wildwood Grove, utilising the natural terrain of this mountainous area of the park. This ensures a ride that is often speeding low to the ground and featuring some small natural hills throughout the layout. The ride will also fly under a cavernous waterfall with splash effects. This all adds to the theme that Dollywood have gone for with this ride. Riders board ride cars themed to SUVs as they set out on a bear hunt in search of Big Bear himself. This is further bolstered by on-ride audio, music and announcement from Ned Oakley, Wildwood Grove's resident wilderness explorer. Having a story and overarching theme is definitely always a welcome addition to any coaster. The total ride time is said to be around 100 seconds, which is relatively long. There's nothing worse than queuing for an hour for a family coaster that lasts the best part of 40 seconds. You know it's something you won't necessarily enjoy, but you either need the credit or someone with you wants to ride. Thankfully, Big Bear Mountain provides a lengthy experience that's suitable for a whole host of guests that's actually going to be worth your while. Considering the total track length is just 10 feet shy of 4,000 feet, that's no surprise. This means that Big Bear Mountain will be the longest coaster in the park when it opens. If this is your first time hearing about this new coaster, then you might be asking yourself, sounds great, when can I get to ride? Which leads us to our next section. When is Big Bear Mountain due to open? The development of Big Bear Mountain has been surprisingly quick. Guests to the park knew that something was up at the start of the 2022 season when a big portion of land was cleared. However, we were left wondering until an official announcement in August last year. Dolly Parton officially confirmed the park's new attraction with a confirmed opening timeframe of spring 2023. Things have moved quickly as the track only arrived at the park in September, with construction ongoing throughout the winter. A more specific opening date has not been announced as of yet, however, we do know that the track has been completed as of mid-January. The park reopens to the public on March 11th, so there's a decent chance the ride will be open for this, or at least soon after. Regardless, visitors will get to see some up-close views of the newly constructed attraction on the opening day of the 2023 season. Will it live up to the hype? The nice thing about this coaster, and maybe even Dollywood in general, is that it's quite unassuming. It doesn't have the same weight to bear in terms of needing to make big claims. And although Dollywood is a world-class theme park that has won countless awards, it doesn't have to compete against some of the scrutiny from some of the more intense enthusiasts. With that being said, the fact that it's described as a family thrill coaster, expectations are most likely tempered. Needless to say, this is an exciting new addition to the park and what looks like a modern Vekoma achievement. Based on some of the key facts and stats that we do know, this should be a perfectly thrilling coaster for families. In that sense, it may surprise quite a few going into it not expecting much. We think Big Bear Mountain definitely has the potential to exceed some of its hype. Not just because it's a family coaster with less excitement around it, but we reckon this will be a big hit for a wide spectrum of visitors. We can imagine this being a lot of younger riders' favourite ride at this park. If you're a particularly big fan of launch coasters, then check out our video on screen now where we look at Park Warner Madrid's new Velocicoaster style intimate launch coaster due to open this year. And while you're still here, leave a comment down below and let us know if you think Big Bear Mountain will be the perfect new family coaster. Now you're ready.